Good afternoon, everybody. This is the Planning and Zoning Commission of the City of Socorro, Texas. It is February 3rd, 2026, 5:32 p.m. We call this meeting to order.
Good afternoon, all. Item number 2, establishment of quorum. Andrew Arroyos.
Here.
David Estrada. Here. Julie Dominguez. Absent. Osvaldo Reza. Absent. Yolanda Rodriguez. Here. We have quorum with 3 commissioners present. Moving on to item number 3. Alfredo, do we have anyone that would like to speak?
Not at the moment.
Thank you, Alfredo. Moving on to item number 4, consent agenda. Do I have a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
I second.
I have a motion made by Andrew Arroyos to approve, second by Yolanda Rodriguez. All those in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Any nays? Any abstain? Motion carried. Moving on to item number 5, public hearing for a proposed amendment to the City of Socorro's master plan and rezoning of Lot 3, Block 13, Alameda Estates replat located at 10387 Manzana Road, Socorro, Texas, from R1 Single Family Residential to R2 Medium Density Residential to allow 2 existing dwellings and a variance from Section 46-262 area requirements subsection 2D to allow a reduced rear yard setback of 3 feet instead of the 20 feet setback requirement on the rear dwelling. Mr. Arroyos?
Good afternoon, everybody. We will open public hearing at 5:33.
We don't have anyone at the moment that would like to speak.
So we will close public hearing at 5:34.
Thank you. Moving on to item number 6, consider and take action for a proposed amendment to the City of Socorro's master plan and rezoning of Lot 3, Block 13, Alameda Estate replat located at 10387 Manzana Road, Socorro, Texas, from R1 Single Family Residential to R2 Medium Density Residential to allow 2 existing dwellings and a variance section from Section 46-262 area requirements subsection 2D to allow a reduced rear yard setback of 3 feet instead of the 20 feet setback requirement on the rear dwelling. Ms. Rodriguez?
Good evening, Chairman, Commissioners. Yura Rodriguez, planner with the City of Socorro. Thank you. So now we'll continue with the next item on the agenda. Item number 6 is rezoning request 10387 Manzana Road. Yes. Okay. We'll continue with the general information, beginning with an overview of the property. For legal description, we have Lot 3, Block 13, Alameda Estates replat. Property address 10387 Manzana Road. Property owner, Mr. Rogelio Sainz Jr., he present. Representative Rogelio Sainz Jr., lot size 13,783 square feet. Zoning, it is zoned R1, which is a single-family residential. Current land use residential and future land use map is suburban residential SR. Summary for this request is for approval of rezoning a property from R1 single-family residential to R2 medium-density residential to allow 2 existing dwellings and a variance from Section 46-262 area requirements subsection 2D to allow a reduced rear yard setback of 3 feet instead of the 20 feet setback requirement on the rear dwelling, and staff recommends approval of the rezoning and variance request. Then we'll have the zoning map where the subject property, it's outlined in red, and the yellow shading denotes the R1 single-family residential zoning district. Followed by the future land use map, sorry, from the Socorro 2040 comprehensive plan. The property, it's outlined in red, and the yellow shading denotes the suburban residential. Now we have the subdivision map for Alameda Estates replat, and this plat was recorded in June 1973. As of today, the subdivision includes 158 R1 lots, single-family residential, 5 R2, medium-density residential lots, R3, 4 R3 lots, high-density residential, no commercial lots, and there are 4 vacant lots. Then we have the aerial image. The property is outlined in yellow. It fronts the cul-de-sac on Manzana Road. Then we have some photos taken from Manzana Road, and the property fronts, the pictures showing the front and the right sides of the property with the second dwelling towards the rear yard. Then the next slide presents the public notice map highlighting the area within the 200 feet of the property that was notified as required by law regarding the proposed rezoning, and no support or opposition received in person, by mail, by phone, or email. Followed by the public notice letters in English and in Spanish that were sent to those residents within the 200 feet around. Next slide presents the development plan submitted by the applicant, by Mr. Science. And this slide shows the layout of the property. There are 2 existing dwellings. It is indicated as a main dwelling and secondary dwelling. And the requested variance to allow a reduced rear yard setback of 3 feet for the secondary dwelling. Summary of this request is for approval of rezoning a property from R1 single-family residential to R2 medium-density residential to allow 2 existing dwellings and variance from section 46-262 area requirements, subsection 2D, to allow a reduced rear yard setback of 3 feet instead of the 20 feet setback requirement on the rear dwelling. And at this time, staff and the applicant, Mr. Rogelio Sainz, are present in case you have any, may you have any questions.
I have a quick question. I can't read on the main dwelling. It looks like, are they meeting the front setbacks too and the side setbacks?
This item is for the secondary
Just for the
dwelling.
secondary?
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. I don't have any questions.
I don't have any.
What year built, what year was that second dwelling built?
It was, I think it was before 1987, if I'm not mistaken.
Or 1987?
Yes. So that's considered a legal non-conforming. This is the main dwelling. That's why the case is just for the secondary dwelling.
And how did this come about as far as the request to rezone? Was there a violation or somebody reported?
As a background from applicant, they are requesting a second water meter. And the reason is because the water flow is too slow. So they need, and they requested the zoning compliance for the second meter, but it was
So Lower Valley Water is requesting
correct.
zoning in the letter saying that you
And in order to have that letter, they need to rezone to R2.
And the main dwelling, how long is that? What year built on the main dwelling?
on the, what year? This is 1987, if not mistaken. 84.
If you could please
Mr.
step up.
Sines? Oh, the second dwelling, it was on the 20, I'm sorry,
If you could please step up to the mic.
was it the applicant? Is there details on the second?
Rogelio Sines, Jr., owner of the property, 1038 Salamanzana Road. To answer your question, the second building on the rear, that was built in 1987. And the first building in the front, that was built in 1984.
And did you recently purchase, or have you owned this property since they were built?
It belonged to my grandfather, and my grandfather, he passed away, went to my grandmother, and then my grandmother gave it to me, the property.
Are you looking, and I think that's beside this, but just out of curiosity, are you looking to get a second gas meter and a second light meter as well?
We already have the second gas meter already in place, but I'm just looking for the water meter.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Any questions? No? I'd like to make a motion to approve with staff recommendations.
I second.
I have a motion made by Andrew Arroyos to approve with staff recommendations and second by Yolanda Rodriguez. All those in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Any abstain? Motion carried. Moving on to item number 7, consider and take action on the approval of a replat for Baba Unit 1 Replat B subdivision, being a replat of Lot 2, Block 2, Baba Unit 1 subdivision, and located at 10301 Desert Oak Court, El Paso County, Texas. Ms. Rodriguez?
Thank you, Yadira. Good evening, Chairman, Commissioners. Julia Rodriguez, planner with the City of Socorro. We'll continue with the next item on the agenda, item number 7, Baba Unit 1, Replat B, replat request. We'll now proceed with some general information overview of the property. Legal description, Lot 2, Block 2, Baba Unit 1, subdivision. Property address is 10301 Desert Oak Court. Property owner, Demal Bacta. Representative, Georges Hello, SLI Engineering. Lot size is 2.625 acres. There's no zoning since it is in the City of Socorro's 2 miles ETJ. And as I said today, the current land, it's a begin and construction process. Summary of request is for approval of a replat for Baba Unit 1, Replat B to divide a large lots into 2 smaller lots. Recommendation, staff recommends approval of the replat for Baba Unit 1 subdivision, Replat B, with the condition that the engineering review comments are addressed prior to recording the document. Then we have the location map. The subject property, it's outlined in yellow, and the purple shading denotes the City of Socorro's 2 mile ETJ. This is followed by an aerial image. The property is outlined in yellow, and it is located near the Nuevo Hueco Tanks Road and Gateway East Boulevard. Then we have some photos of the property taken from Desert Oak Court. The left, well, in the photo on the bottom of the slide, the left side of the lot is currently under construction, while the right side is where the proposed replat will be occurred to create the new lot. Then we have the original plat, which is Baba Unit 1 subdivision, and this plat was recorded in June 2020. And the proposed replat is outlined in yellow. This is the replat that was submitted by the applicant, and it's showing the dimensions of the lots. So it's this big lot, it becomes two lots, lot number 1 and lot number 2. The lot number 1 is the one that is in construction process, in construction right now. And lot 2, that will be the new lot on the left side. And with this, the request is for approval of a replat for Baba Unit 1, subdivision replat B. And at this time, the staff and the applicant, Mr. Georges, is here present for any questions you may have. Thank you.
So this is an ETJ, correct?
Correct.
And so there's I'm just curious as to the reason why the replat, and I'm curious as to what will be built there. Why is it being requested?
Mr. Hello?
Mr. Georges.
Good evening, George Underwood, SLI Engineering. I really don't have any idea what he's planning on doing, but I think he has extra land and he just wants to make some extra bucks, so. That's probably what it is. I'm being honest with you. He didn't need that piece of land, so I don't know, maybe he's planning on a little coffee shop or something.
Okay. So he doesn't need it for parking for the hotel?
No, the rest, I mean, the lot that we're replatting is completely in compliance with parking and driveways and fire department and everything else.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Rodriguez?
I don't have any questions. No.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion to approve with staff recommendations.
I second.
I have a motion made by Andrew Arroyos to approve with staff recommendations and second by Yolanda Rodriguez. All those in favor of the motion?
Aye.
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 Any nays? Any abstain? Motion carried. Moving on to item number 8, consider and take action
Thank you.
on the approval of an amendment to the development plan for the Hermanos Farm Industrial Subdivision. The amendment would change the previous approved pecan tree buffer with a new landscape plan. Ms. Rodriguez?
Thank you, Yadira. Good evening, Commissioners, Chairman. Judith Rodriguez, planner with the City of Socorro. We have the next item on the agenda, item number 8, which is an amendment request for Hermanos Farms Industrial Subdivision. We'll continue with some general information on this item, this property. Property address is 11051 North Loop. Property owner, Hermanos Farms LTD. Representative is Greenlaw Partners. Lot size 99.23 acres, and the zoning is an ICMUD, Industrial Commercial Mixed-Use Development. The summary for this request for approval and amendment to the development plan for the Hermanos Farms Industrial Subdivision. The amendment will change the previously approved pecan trees buffer with the new landscape plan. And staff recommends approval of the amendment of the development plan. Now, this is on a request letter submitted by our director, our city planner, development director, Ms. Kimiro, to mayor and city council requesting this amendment. For summary and a statement of the issue presented on this letter, this request for approval of amendment to the previously approved development plan for the Hermanos Industrial Subdivision. The amendment proposes replacing the existing pecan tree buffer along North Loop Drive with the new landscape plan. This change is necessary to accommodate the relocation of a 12-inch water line required by the Lower Valley and TxDOT. To relocate the water line conflicts with the existing pecan trees, and construction cannot proceed without their removal. There is no financial impact with this amendment, and the alternative is to deny the request. As I mentioned before, the staff recommends approval for this amendment. And to date, you as a Commissioners, Planning and Zoning Commission will consider we'll have a consideration for a final decision to city council. Any recommendation, comment will be to city council for final decision. Now, this is the development plan that was presented originally, and by the applicant, it was approved. Now, followed by the landscape plan with the amended area circle in a cloud, the little cloud, I don't know if you can reach your house. To indicate a revision to development plan showing the removal of the peak and tree located along the North Loop Drive. I don't know if you can see the little cloud. That's the area that is going to be changed, removed. Then we had a continuation for this landscape plan, followed by the irrigation plan. And it is showing just the water lines, the type of material. They change from AC to PVC, the lines. And this includes the plumbing plan as well. This is a continuation of the irrigation plan. Summary of this request is for approval of an amendment to the development plan for the Hermanos Farm Industrial Subdivision. The amendment will change the previously approved peak and trees buffer with a new landscape plan. Okay, and at this time, staff and I think it's Mr. Bob, it's on the phone in case you may have any question.
So I'm kind of looking at this and kind of remembering what it looks like right now. So all the pecan trees in reality are going to come out and they're just going to be substituted with, like, I was looking
With
at
the landscape.
the mesquites and the Chinese pistachios and all that, right?
Mhm,
So
correct.
will those trees that are going to be planted again, are they still going to be on top of that easement for the Lower Valley Water District? Or are they going to
Correct.
allow that?
They were told to remove the front part, and they were told by the Lower Valley Water District and TxDOT.
Right, but those trees, if they're going to replant, are they still going to be on the same area? It looks like they're pushed back a little bit, right, from where the pecan trees are right now?
They're gonna present a new landscape plan, if already this, that's correct. Mhm.
So the proposed landscaping plan is in this package?
It's that one that you're looking at right now. Yeah, it's this one that we.
So if you scroll back, if you could please, student. It's just broken up into different segments. This is the second segment, and this is gonna be the first. This is the left side of the property, and then continues, where's the entrance, where you now see the truck entrance, it will be on the left side.
Right, so those trees are still going to stay, and the new ones are going to be on the easement, or they're just pushed back a little bit? No, they're still going to be there. And Lower Valley is okay with that?
Yes.
Okay. I don't have any other questions.
So then all of the existing pecan trees that are left along North Loop are going to be removed?
For the most part, there are some that show that they're being preserved, but the ones on North Loop, they weren't able to save any of them because of the trenching, they weren't going to survive.
Trenching to run as the water?
Put the
Yes.
water line, it can run right through the edges of some of them, right along the property easement for that they're being requested. Yes, and the excavation will be hurting the trees.
So in reality, it's just, they're taking them out so the line's installed, and once the line's installed, they're going to reinstall brand new trees. They're not just they're just not gonna be pecan
They're
trees.
just not gonna be pecan
Correct.
trees. But
Where they
they're,
can preserve the pecan trees, they will try to preserve the pecan trees.
right, but all these trees, the new ones, have to be under, water meter. In other words, they're gonna be running and maintaining those, right? So,
Yes.
in a way, they don't have to worry about getting any, canal water or anything for the old, pecan trees that are there existing. So, to me, I kind of think it's a little bit better that they change them out to what they have here so that they can actually, have a chance of living without, that canal water. So, I think it's good.
Yeah, I was just gonna add on the legal side, because I remember this at the meeting, and I think that we were trying to word it too, that's why it was a little bit hard to word it, because I think I recall saying something about, well, if it's feasible to keep trees,
Right.
because of these kind of utility issues sometimes, is that it's a little bit, you don't know if you can or not. I'm not a landscaping guy, so I don't know, but
Right.
I do know that, those root systems sometimes, they do kind of go into the pipes and you have to pull them all out. But yeah, I think that's when we were trying to kind of craft the wording on, we want the perimeter and everything. I thought we actually had language that said that if it was feasible or something like that. But that's, something we don't know until the engineers or the
Well-
landscaping architect in front of us tell us what.
To me, if it's in here and it's a landscaping plan that they've designed already, that means that they're gonna submit, for a landscaping permit or whatnot, and have to do the landscaping, they have to run it and maintain it, so.
Well, I understand that this is the final, right, that is going to be submitted.
Yes, correct. This is the amendment.
Okay, I'm good.
I don't think I'm confused, but maybe I am. But for some reason, I go back to when we first saw this development, this was probably over a year ago. They had proposed building like mounds of huge hills just along North Loop as a barrier. after everything that's happened in the last few weeks, I think that's just what's on my mind. But, okay, so let me ask you, do we need a unanimous vote here in order for this to pass, or?
Just be a recommendation to city council, and the vote would be
Just a majority, yeah.
It needs a majority.
for approval or not.
I'm trying to read this, I'm a little familiar with reading landscaping plans and stuff, and I don't see any of the borders, any of those big mountains that are there right now, which
No, they're not on.
they're not here, which is, to me, I think it's a little bit good seeing these trees actually being the buffer. See, I think I go back to, we were talking about the pecan trees not surviving without any irrigation water. And these being replaced with these new ones, they'll be able to, maintain them with just city water, which is good, having that buffer there, so. I think, this will be better than having dead pecan trees in the front along North Loop.
Is there somebody on the line, because I think you guys had.
This is Bob, Mr.
Yes,
Bob?
hi. This is Robert Little, the applicant from Greenlaw Partners on the line. If I can answer any questions, let me know.
Okay, well, thank you. I guess we don't have any direct questions. It's just me, I guess I'm
The-
going back to a previous applicant, and I'm just going off of memory. But
I-
we understand what we're looking at here. I agree with Mr. Arroyo that pecan trees really don't have any chance of surviving, I don't think, without irrigation water, canal water, right? Is that what you're saying?
Can you all hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to tell you that it was not our intention to change the landscape plan whatsoever from the development permit. As you know, very, very late in our engineering process and in getting our TxDOT approval, Lower Valley Water required us to relocate their water line. And in doing so and working with them, it impacted those pecan trees, and to the point where we can't excavate and install their water line without damaging and/or needing to remove those pecan trees. So, as was stated earlier in the presentation, we have made an effort to properly replace the landscape trees with working with our landscape designer, so that we can maintain that buffer and that street, that same aesthetic from the street with with landscape trees that you desired. So our intention, I think, is aligned with you, and we're making our best effort here to handle the Lower Valley Water District's requirement for a new water line relocation while still being sensitive to the City of Socorro's landscape plan, aesthetic and other important reasons for us to maintain those trees along North Loop.
Understood. Thank you.
Mr. Estrada, you ready?
Yeah, I'm good.
So I'm gonna make a motion to approve.
I make a motion. I second.
I have a motion made by Andrew Arroyos to approve, second by Yolanda Rodriguez. All those in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Any abstain? Motion carried. Moving on to item number 9.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Moving on to item number 9, consider and take action on the election of officers for Planning and Zoning Commission. Do I have a motion for chair?
I make a motion for Mr. Arroyos to continue the chair.
I second.
And there's nobody else.
So I have a motion made by Yolanda Rodriguez to appoint Andrew Arroyos, and second by David Estrada. All those in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Any nays? Any abstain? Motion carried. And now to appoint first vice chair, do I have a motion?
I make a motion for Mr. Estrada to have first chair.
And I second.
I have a motion made by Yolanda Rodriguez to appoint David Estrada as first vice chair and approved, and second by Andrew Arroyos. All those in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Any abstain? Motion carried. Now for second vice chair, do I have a motion?
I make a motion for Ms. Yolanda to be, this is for what, I'm sorry,
For second vice chair?
for second vice chair.
Let me intervene here real quick, just so I'll say this, how many other positions have you?
That's it. Yeah.
So I'll save you guys a little bit more, so if you want to make a slate, you could say, I'm nominating second vice chair Yolanda, and then, city staff as the secretary. That'll take care of 2 votes.
So I make a motion to make Ms. Yolanda Rodriguez for second vice chair and planning and zoning for, I'm sorry? Miriam Duran for secretary.
Do I have-
second.
I have a motion made by Andrew Arroyos to appoint Yolanda Rodriguez for second vice chair and appoint Marian Duron for secretary, and second by Yolanda Rodriguez. All those in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Any nays? Any abstain? Motion carried. Moving on to item number 10, consider and take action on the bylaws of the Planning and Zoning Commission.
Are there any changes from the last ones?
No.
No.
And we tabled it for, to
Okay.
give you all the opportunity to present any changes that you might want to present. And for us to consider.
No, I'm good with the way that they are.
Me too.
Yes, we're good.
Do I hear a motion?
I make a motion to approve.
A second?
I second.
I have a motion made by Andrew Arroyos to approve bylaws, second by Yolanda Rodriguez. All those in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Any nays? Any abstain? Motion carried. Moving on to item 11, consider and take action on the 2026 Planning and Zoning Meeting Calendar.
What's back here? I don't have any.
No, I think I'm good for December.
You good?
Yeah. See anything that?
No.
Just July, July 4th. It's good.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve 2026 Planning and Zoning Meeting Calendar.
A second.
I have a motion made by Andrew Arroyos to approve 2026 Planning and Zoning Meeting Calendar, and second by Yolanda Rodriguez. All those in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Any nays? Any abstain? Motion carried. Moving on to item 12, Planning and Zoning Commissioners Report. Commissioners?
Is Mr. Cisneros, is he coming back?
I do not have any information on Mr. Cisneros, but we do have on the agenda for Thursday, a new member being appointed by Ms. Gina Cordero.
It's Gina Cordero. Not being replaced.
No, no, no. No, aren't you an appointed by mayor?
No, it was Ms. Colon.
I think it's important for us to find out if Mr. Cisneros is coming, because it would give us a little bit of leeway for only 3 of us that always show up. I think it's important. Is somebody else leaving? Because. No. So is she appointing for Mr. Cisneros, or is she?
We're going to clear that up on Thursday. She would be replacing Mr. Reza, but Mr. Reza can easily be positioned as the mayor's,
Okay,
well, appointment.
So right now, it's Reza, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 5 of us.
Julie was appointed by District 1. Ms. Rodriguez was appointed by Mr. Reyes. You were appointed by Veronica Villalobos, who is now being, whose district is now being represented by Ms. Ms. Rojas. And then Mr. Arroyo was appointed by,
I'm trying to remember his,
oh, here, Mr. Garcia's appointed. So we have 2 vacancies. After tomorrow's, we should have just 1, which would still leave an opportunity for Mr. Cisneros to come back
Okay.
under the mayor's appointment.
So on the next city council meeting, you're gonna appoint another one, that's number 6. And there's a vacancy, and so Mr. Cisneros
Has the opportunity to
has
be
the
reappointed.
opportunity to be reappointed. Needs to be reappointed through city council.
Yes.
He just can't show up.
No.
okay.
Is there anybody that, because there's a maximum, probably not, but you,
Max, what, I'm sorry?
yeah, how many term, or have you guys kept track of what
Yes.
he's doing?
Well, mine is almost 3 years, because I had,
2023,
yes.
when I started.
Yes, so I had her check mine, so, actually, mine is is already up. It's already been up.
It's only 2 years, right?
Yeah,
2,
it's
but
2
you
years.
can have 3
3 terms?
3 terms, 3 2-year terms.
Okay, so I've already been here for 2. I've already hit 30. I think you gave me the date. the last
October
time.
16th, 2023.
Okay, so in October, then that'll be my 3rd year. Okay. It's gone by really quick. But I think sometimes we get caught up with only 3 of us showing up, and and I'm speaking in the people in the audience, is that it's not fair to them, because if there was 4 of us, then you have a 2 and 2 sometimes, and so I think if we're gonna be a part of this commission, then we need to show up. Okay. And if we can't, because I understand we're volunteers, is that then we need to speak up and say, I just can't show up, or I can't go. Because I know how difficult it is, like today.
So, I think we've kind of discussed it, like, Article 1G, paragraph G says, after 3 consecutive absences, there can be a recommendation for the
Absolutely.
person to be removed.
But I don't think we ever go there.
And so, yeah, I don't see anything in the bylaws that tracks like a percentage of attendance, maybe, like at the end of the year, like if we track attendance, there should be maybe an 80% attendance or 70% attendance. Somebody misses more than 70% of the meetings, but there's nothing of that, like that in the bylaws.
Suppose you would either want one or the other,
One or the other, 2 consecutives.
or both. If at the end of the year you still missed a certain, about 50% of meetings, and
So there's gotta be at least 10 meetings, correct? Minimum?
2 per month.
2 per month, that's 12, if we get all of them.
But I thought I saw a minimum in here.
I'm sorry, 24. Oh, we have to have a minimum set number of meetings per year
Yeah,
in the bylaws.
I thought I saw that in here somewhere.
I think that's what we understood last year when we were trying to eliminate a December meeting. Remember, is that, oh no, we have to have so many meetings, so then we moved up the meeting, I think is what we
Yeah, it says, yeah, Article 4A,
4A?
P and Z should not hold less than 10 regular meetings each year.
So, okay, the 10, at least 10, you're fine, but do you want to add that to the bylaws as another qualifier
Well,
for removing someone?
I mean, because we have, how many at least? I mean, it could be up to 24, right? 2 months is 24. I don't think anyone misses that much to where they don't need 10, right?
I think we had already talked about this if it was like 3 consecutive, we were gonna, they were gonna be reappointed or whatnot, but I think since, like, they were missing over and over and we were understaffed, I think we were like kind of just overseeing it so that we could get through the meetings or whatnot, but, I mean, it's something that we can,
Yeah, I think what's most important is that if the staff contacts us and say, are you coming? And we say yes, okay. And only 3 of us show up out of the 6, then we seem to have a problem there. That's just my personal thing. Okay, that's just my personal thing. If some of us go on vacation and we're gone for the whole month, that's still, you're only missing 2. You're still just missing 2. Like when I went to Pennsylvania, I missed the whole month of December. So this is why I say that I don't understand why, if you can't show up and if you have 3 consecutive, you're personally, this is just me looking from over there and here, is to say if I can't show up and I miss 3 consecutive, then I think that that they should be looked at and say, okay, is there a reason where, did you have surgery or was it a long-term thing or something? We can understand that, but we don't know that when we sit up here. We don't know who's coming. We just know we're going to try and get here. Okay, so I think it's something that should be reviewed because it's important not just for us, but for them, the applicant that is outside. That's just my personal view.
I think, it's kind of helpful, so maybe you guys already know this, so I might be restating something, but, city council can only remove somebody, the way it's worded in the bylaws is, it's a recommendation, right? So after 3, they don't show up and you guys say, hey, we're gonna recommend to the council that they replace somebody, you can do that. City council can also replace at any point, I think it's up to their discretion anyway. But I think you guys picked up on, we usually have not had enough people just all appointed anyway, that we didn't have the luxury of being able to even enforce some of the things, because if we were down to 3, 4 people, we were kind of waiting, but I think it's well known for you guys because you guys all show up. And so, the other thing I was thinking about is, as a courtesy, it'd be nice if the other people told you, hey, I'm gonna be out, I'm not gonna make it.
Right.
Sometimes I think, as a lawyer, I get worried about a HIPAA violation that, they can tell you they're gonna be out, but they don't necessarily have to tell you, hey, I'm having surgery tomorrow for X, Y, and Z.
Oh, yeah, I think just
'Cause
the
then you might think-
notification.
Yeah, but they might have a valid excuse, so, because on the bylaws, the way it says is just 3 absences in a row, hey, you can tell city council,
Yeah.
we want this guy off. But he may have a valid excuse, maybe, I don't know, mom was in the hospital, he went to the hospital, maybe they're on vacation or work travel, said he's gotta go to Dallas, for the next 2 weeks, so it's a little bit tough, but that's really up to you guys, is at any point you guys can decide as well that, at least for now, the way it stands is if there's 3 absences in a row, you can recommend the city council, but I know they're always trying to have a hard time just finding volunteers
I know.
just to fill everything, and then Board of Adjustments is another one too that we usually have struggled with, of finding people having minimum numbers, so.
We'll go to the Board of Adjustment.
see?
Yeah, we can jump over there too.
So,
If you got volunteers though, that's always, if you can rope anybody else in always,
and you can serve here and on the Board of Adjustments, right? Or not?
That one, there's a, kind of a funky rule, I think, that you can't, either you can't serve on both at the same time. I've got to look at it. There's a particular rule.
I thought I was told that that couldn't happen. So I think last week, I don't think we talked about it at a meeting, but I think we talked about it like over there. Is it possible for us to, the board, to be on a group chat as when you guys contact us, is to say, meeting, I need to know who's going, and they respond yes, no, or whatever. So we kind of have an idea of who's going to show up. So that we're not like blindsided and not have enough people here, you know,
So
so.
the HLC does that, is that what you're saying?
And does it work for you guys?
How it works, because like, for example, today they said next Wednesday, there's a meeting or there is no meeting, or who's coming, and then we just say yes, no, and then it's on record, and we just roll up and everybody's on the chat. And then which I don't mind the phone calls, I really don't, but it saves
Yes,
phone calls,
yeah,
It's
so,
just a group chat.
so would that be possible?
Yeah, I think it's easier.
I think it's more
on our-
convenient.
More convenient, yeah.
We can talk to the people, I want to talk to the city manager about that one, if that's, my only concern as a lawyer is the walking quorum rules, is that
Yeah.
as long as you don't talk about anything else in there except,
If we're
hey, I'm
coming,
coming.
yes,
If you drop out, hey, what about that item number 11 tonight? Okay, then.
no, I think that it would facilitate for the person that is
makes
calling us, okay? And for us, if we miss that call, we're having to call back and say, yes, I'm gonna be there, okay? And so if we were all on a group chat, then we would know, yeah, he said yes, I said yes, and so at least we know, okay, we're gonna have 4 people there, okay? Even though sometimes it doesn't happen, but at least we're thinking everybody's gonna show up. But I think that it would facilitate, and also you would have like a quick response, because we're gonna respond and say, yes, I'm gonna be there. I mean, I went in and I scheduled all the meetings on my phone, and so I just have an alert. And if for some reason I'm not gonna go, then I let her know I'm not gonna be there, okay? But I try to make all of them. But I think that would help. I think it would help us just to communicate that Mr. Reza's not coming, or Mr. Cisneros not coming, or Judy's not coming, and it's only 3 of us, okay? But I also think it's important, because it's important to the applicant to have a fair vote, and not just 3 of us. Because if we all vote no, then there's still 3 other people that could have voted, okay? And it's only fair to try and get them to come to the table. That's all I'm saying.
How do you guys typically get notified of like the next meeting? Is it because I get an email from the city?
I get an email, and then I get a call from planning and zoning,
Okay.
I believe Thursdays, so, yeah, I usually get them.
Fridays or?
Thursdays or Fridays.
Fridays at 4:55. Well, because they tried calling me today, and I don't answer, they'll call back, and
Yeah.
text, it's there, and I respond whenever I can, because can't always pick up.
And then cancellation notices, you guys get those by email to the day if it canceled? Like there was one that was canceled, I think, maybe that was Board of Adjustments, but.
Yeah, that's
No,
where
there was one that was canceled. We got that through email.
Yes.
Okay.
I get a
Yes, and
phone
we did
call.
learn a lesson because somebody did call in the main number trying to reach us at the meeting, not realizing it was canceled. So that did alert us to, we also need to update the webpage, and then maybe put out a social media alert that the meeting was canceled. And for somebody to stay on the call until maybe 10, 15 minutes to see if anybody calls in, to let them know that it's canceled. So that was something that we learned that day that meeting was canceled.
But you do post it on the website, or you
Yeah,
don't?
But not everybody goes to the website or knows to go.
Well, it's kind of, it's hard to get there sometimes. It's not easy to just click, and you gotta go look for it, so it is an inconvenience. Okay. So it's Lorraine's job to figure that one out.
Yes. The text messages, I'll talk to Mr. Rivera about how to set up and see.
Okay.
Thank you,
I don't have
Commissioners.
anything else.
Thank you. We'll be moving on to item number 13, Planning and Zoning Department Report. Ms. Quimito?
Thank you, Yadira. Only a few items to mention today. This we are introducing an ordinance amendment to lower the speed limit on Horizon Boulevard from 50 to 45. As you may know, it's not consistently 50 across North Loop to the interstate. It jumped from 45 to 50. So TxDOT, they conducted a traffic speed reduction study from North Loop to Ascension, and they are recommending that we lower the speed limit for that whole section to 45. And that'll be introduced this Thursday and then final action next city council meeting. The other items, the other item on the city council agenda for Thursday is UDC extension for time. We asking city council to extend the time to on April 2026. There is no financial increase in the contract. It's just for an extended period of time to help us finish it up. And I did get an update on the lights at Bowman and North Loop. They are working through that, and I believe they were waiting for the commencement of construction season to start with the traffic lights.
So we don't know when.
We don't have a definite date.
Okay.
We know why it stopped,
Okay.
or why it was on pause.
Thank you.
So, the speed limit, is that up for discussion, or it's just the
It's
recommendation?
up for discussion. It will be on the agenda for public hearing on the second meeting in February, but that is TxDOT's recommendation,
TxDOT recommending 45.
45.
But that's just from North Loop to I-10 or Ascension.
For the section that's
Yeah,
right above Patty Joe. it
yeah,
bumps
because
up to
that's what
50.
goes to 50. Well, I'll give you, the North Loop to Alameda is a 35, and they go 70. So it doesn't matter what speed limit you put on there unless they monitor it. And I don't think it gets monitored enough to initiate traffic fines to keep people from stepping on the gas. Okay, so it is a 35, and I can tell you that nobody goes 35.
Guilty. I was gonna suggest 60 on the.
Because here comes, because here's Mr. Estrada coming. You see? It is 35. You see? Nobody knows it's 35. There's one 35 speed limit sign
You're the only one traveling.
that is going south on Horizon, and it's right there where Pilos is, okay? There's one 35 speed limit sign, and that is it. There's no sign further down, and there's no sign on the opposite side coming up. So everybody is going 60 or more.
That's why you didn't see the sign. That's why you didn't see the sign. You went right by.
They have that little monitor right now that tells you how fast you're going. Yeah, people don't care. Okay, I know how fast I'm going. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Yep, because I live on that cross street and I can't get out. If everybody was going 35, I could kind of squeeze in between cars, but I can't. When one's going 35, one's going 50, and one's going 75, I can't get across to the other side. And it's just one street that's right there, and it's the only street on the right-hand side. And you can't get out. You can't get out, can't get out. So some people go right and have to make a horrible U-turn to come back around. At the bakery. It's a bad U-turn. You cannot, if your car doesn't fit. I don't care if you have a small impact car, like my little car, I can barely make it. But other than that, you have to go and back up and go and back up, and it's not safe. So I hate those mediums, I really do. I like that middle lane that was open, and I could just get in the middle and turn and get out of the way. You know, it's all the way up like that, all the way to I-10. I hate them. That's just me. Okay, I'm done.
Well, thank you, Commissioners. Thank you, Ms. Loreen. We're going to move on to item number 14, consider and take action on the adjournment of this meeting. Do I have a motion?
Make a motion to adjourn.
I second.
I have a motion by Andrew Arroyo to adjourn and second by Yolanda Rodriguez. All those in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Any nays? Any abstain? Motion carried. Meeting adjourned at 6:33. Thank you all for coming.